And boom! What's up, Labs Legion? We back with another video, man. We got a football video. Love the football. We in the mood for football free agency going stupid. So, I thought it would be a perfect mood set to watch the NFL type of react, which will be players who just looked wrong in a different jersey. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like, get it.
Season, every roster is different.
Who are we going to have?
Every year is different.
I would look so different and probably so stank in any other uniform.
Certain players become synonymous with the team they play for. Barry Sanders and the Lions, Dan Marino and the Dolphins, Ray Lewis in Baltimore. But for every legendary career with one franchise, there are plenty of all-time greats who had brief stops elsewhere. While some found success, most of these images are downright shocking. You might want to cover your eyes because seeing these stars in other uniforms still feels so wrong.
What the hell?
These stars in other uniforms still feel...
That is disgusting. Not only Adrian Peterson in the Tennessee Titans, number 8. Yuck. What the fuck is that? Number 8? Oh, man.
Feels so wrong.
Definitely don't remember that.
Handoff, Smith and left guard.
First one, Emmitt Smith.
40-yard line. Right on the mark.
Not too long ago, I watched the Cowboys documentary, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know this one. But I do low-key know, not low-key, I do know this one from watching the Cowboys documentary.
That should do it.
10 out of 10 documentary. Look at him. That's the this is Pat Mahomes Glazer before Mahomes. This is when he was a genuine commentator. When Pat Mahomes came in, I think, was it Colin Conworth, Colin something? Colin Consworth? Is that what it is? Chris Collinsworth. I double Collined him. Chris Collinsworth. This one, he was genuine, bro. When Pat Mahomes came in, he just became on his knees, gawking him. Never got up since then. But he was genuine back then. It's funny seeing him. Young, too. It's crazy. But yeah, I saw the Cowboys documentary. So we about to see the team. Y'all gonna see it, but I remember on there.
Emmitt Smith has just become the NFL's all-time leading rusher.
There's possibly no Dallas Cowboy who had a better career than Emmitt Smith, the all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns, and with all the moments he had in Big D, it's tough to picture him in Cardinals red.
In the Cardinals,
love to have stayed here. Yes.
In the Cardinals. He low-key looks smooth in the red. Y'all see they try to put a little red quarter zip on him. I'm pretty sure this is from the documentary, too.
Without a doubt.
2 years there, and largely a failed free agent signing for Arizona. He wasn't the first
them
Cowboy
jerseys
running
was tough
back
back
to
then for the
stars.
Cardinals, too.
Tony Dorsett was a Bronco in 1988. Imagine Elway and Dorsett together in their primes. Maybe Denver puts up a fight in their first 2 Super Bowl losses.
If you're a producer who hates
a lot
AI,
of OGs
this
in
plugin
here.
might change your mind. This is Reimagining Co-Producer. You can take...
Not even Jerry Rice could escape a random destination. The GOAT wide receiver dominated the league in San Francisco for 16 seasons. And while images of him as a Raider are unsettling enough, he spent his final season in Seattle still dusting.
That's sickening. The Seattle, I remember the Raider, but Seattle, this is a foreign
corner's half his age at 42.
Jerry Rice has caught a touchdown.
You can tell. You can always tell when it's an old man from the drip.
His age at 42.
Jerry Rice has caught a...
It's something about them old man. Me, I know this because my QB1, probably going to be my QB1 again this year, Aaron Rodgers, is an old man. So I have a QB1 as an old-ass man. And I've seen a lot of old-ass men in the league. And one thing about them, if it's usually, especially if it's like an athletic type of position, them, it's something about the loose long sleeves. They love them. They don't fuck with that tight compression shit. They need a loose long sleeve. and something else. Usually either high ass socks. It's something tucked in jersey, all the way tucked in. Not like the cool tuck. I'm talking about like them niggas is wearing that shit like this. Like them type of jerseys. It's always signs of the old niggas.
Touchdown.
I still say and have for a long time, I think he's the greatest football player that's ever played this game.
If Jerry ended his career in the wrong jersey, then any receiver can. Take Terrell Owens, whose outward personality never kept him on the same.
I really remember T.O. all his teams. I feel like, yep, I remember this. That's the thing. I remember that. I remember all the T.O. spots. I remember the Bills. I remember when he played with Ocho Cinco, and they actually were terrible. Like in my mind, I'm thinking like T.O. Ocho Cinco one team. They were so bad. You know, we played them twice a year. I'm pretty sure we whooped their ass twice that year, Steelers. They were not good.
But he never loved himself any less.
Steelers bring only 4. Palmer down the middle. T.O.
Ironically, as they score a touchdown on us, but I'm pretty sure we still spanked them. They had a losing season, I know that.
Who remembers Chris Carter coming out of retirement to play in Miami? Minnesota's
I don't remember that.
leading receiver only added
It's another
8
new
receptions to his total in South Beach. Raider great Tim Brown followed his old coach John Gruden.
That's old head. I heard his name. Wasn't watching him. Don't know who that is.
In a career with Washington, he then later played for the Jets in 1994.
That non-matching green, it looks like throw up.
Career with Washington, he then later played for.
Sick. They didn't even try to match the jerseys. They said we're gonna get green. They said it's not the quite green. Just fuck it, throw it on there. That shit looked like an Eagles jersey and a Jets helmet.
The Jets in 1994, then Eagles in 95.
Damn, then he ended up playing for the Eagles.
Allen realized his Bears uniform was never a good fit and found his way back to the Chargers.
Who knows
Same
that?
goes for James Harrison, who spent.
This was weird. Oh, I hated this. Oh, I hated this. The younger me, I did not like this. Seeing James Harrison in a fucking Bengals jersey was so like defeating to me. One of my favorite Steelers of all time, man. This man right here is the reason why head-to-head became so important. He low-key helped the league. Like, CT, we didn't even hear and I said this in videos before. Like, it was a thing. We knew niggas were getting hit hard. We knew concussions and all that. But as far as, like, CTE, that word and, like, how serious, like, blue tints and all that, like, the more scissor round safety is because of this man right here. He damn near decapitated 3 Browns in one game, bro. I remember that. He was knocking them out left and right. And I was loving it.
Cincinnati.
But yeah, this was a bad time. I did not like him in this jersey. I actually might throw up looking at this.
Going back to Pittsburgh. Didn't finish in black and yellow, though. His final snaps were played as a Patriot during their 20...
Patriots loves tilling our goats, too. Did that shit with AB, man. Y'all, Belichick loved the blueprint of our niggas, man.
17 Super Bowl run.
It's low-key similar, though. Tough defense.
Lifelong teams for one last shot at a Lombardi is no rare occurrence.
They bring pressure. Rivers in trouble. Seau has him. Junior telling us he could not even put in the words what this game means to him. Still considers, of course, San Diego his hometown. He has his home there, but his hometown team.
When Junior Seau's time in San Diego came to a close, he turned in the Thunderbolt for a short stint in Miami, then later in New England. He was part of the 2007 juggernaut that fell victim to the Giants in Super Bowl 42. His past teammate in 2009 was former...
That linebacker room was fucking gruesome. It was him, Teddy Bruschi, Vrabel. Oh, man. Them linebackers, that's why they were so
Jaguar
good,
Fred
bro.
Taylor, rushing for just 424 yards over his final 2 seasons. Ocho Cinco was a Patriot in 2011.
I'm telling you, bro, the Patriots love cleaning up. The Patriots is always the team back then in like the 2000s, early 2010s, maybe a couple years. But the 2000s, the Patriots were the niggas that were like, we're going to take a phenomenal Hall of Fame player, but they're at the end of their career, and we're gonna just hope that they got some left in it. That's what they did a lot, over and over again too. It worked sometimes. Randy Moss went crazy for them that year that they lost to Eli. He had like 21 touchdowns or 20 touchdowns, bro. They always a team. They always a team to try to get one more squeeze out the Hall of Fame player, but sometimes that shit do work. Sometimes Ocho Cinco didn't do shit for them, bro.
After failed playoff runs in Cincinnati, but Eli ended New England's season all the same. 4 years later, Rams all-time leading rusher Steven Jackson.
See, look at them. They kept doing it.
But not before he powered through goal lines in Atlanta.
I did not know he played for Atlanta.
Intercepted. Picked up by Willie Gay.
I remember this. This was shit. This was only a couple years ago. We had Russell.
Kansas City. And that's Denver's season.
This as a free agent again.
If we're being completely honest, Russell...
As we actively watch this video, this nigga's a free agent again.
Wilson hasn't looked right.
This nigga, since this team that we're watching him play, he's played on 2 teams and is a free agent right now since he played for this team. And he only played for the Broncos like 3 years ago, bro. That nigga is like, he's getting passed around,
in any jersey since leaving Seattle.
It's crazy because he's like his peak. He was the best quarterback in the league. Top quarterback in the league was his peak. It's a lot of niggas, bro. I feel like, bro, and I'm a big nigga on the theory that sometimes you can tarnish your legacy by just staying around, bro. Like, they're gonna stop forgetting about your prime and remember you for this shitty ass run you had. Cause Russell at Seattle was crazy, bro. But it's like his era after like the Broncos, literally just till like present day, him like that. There's a lot of people that don't even know about that shit or care about it because they see him being asked now. They don't, like, you can tarnish your legacy staying. I think Aaron Rodgers is kind of on the edge of that. A lot of people do know he the GOAT though. He get more credit than Russell though. But he one of them people. A lot of people talk about his bad when he's a multiple time MVP, Super Bowl winning. Fuck him because it was against us. You know what I was just thinking today too though? Since I'm just yapping. You know my saying. If y'all want the video, here's the video. Y'all can look it up yourself. I was thinking like, bro, our last time in the Super Bowl, you know who it was against? The Packers. You know who their quarterback was? Aaron Rodgers. You know who their head coach was? Mike fucking McCarthy. Oh, you asked who the Steelers coach is right now? Mike McCarthy. You know who the quarterback might be 9 times out of 10? Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what type of sick circle shit it is, but if we get another ring out of it, I don't give a fuck.
Russ made 9 Pro Bowls in his first 10 seasons. It's been a slog ever since with the Broncos, Steelers, and Giants.
Kaepernick, end zone, Crabtree.
Free agent now.
Broken up, picked off. This game is over.
They stayed away from Richard Sherman.
Stop talking at me!
And Richard Sherman made them pay.
Who could have ever thought this man would be in a 49ers jersey just a few
He
years
did the
later?
Uno reverse. Sherman did the ultimate Uno reverse card, bro.
His ex-rival make the Super Bowl in 2019.
And he
A
went
couple
to
years
the
later,
bowl
he
with
fell
him.
short of a Lombardi with Tom Brady and the Bucs. Bobby Wagner also left the Legion of Boom for a 1-year stint as a Ram in 2022. Instead of a repeat, LA missed the playoffs entirely.
Here they go again. Von Miller's got him. Von Miller brings him down with a sack.
Von Miller had 9 sacks with the Commanders in 2025.
I did not know he played for the Commanders. He just played for the Commanders?
Buffalo and Washington.
He was number 24? What the fuck? Yuck. Number 24 for a defensive end should be illegal.
Ended in disappointment. His first stop after leaving Denver did result in a second ring. He and Aaron Donald combined for 4 sacks in LA's win in Super Bowl 56. How about some more guys who caught on with the Super Bowl champion?
3rd and 11, they need the 44.
He won one with the Broncos too.
Suggs, number 139. And someday he should be in Canton.
T-Sizzle went ring chasing when his time in Baltimore ran out. Once it was clear that wasn't happening in Arizona, Suggs joined the Chiefs for their 2019 win. Accompanying him was
I never knew
McCoy,
this.
who went back-to-back.
Never knew
after
Terrell
joining
Suggs
Tampa
played
the
for
following season.
the Chiefs.
In the exact opposite fashion, Le'Veon Bell was one step behind Shady. After dominating in Pittsburgh and a disastrous tenure as a Jet, Bell was in Kansas City for their Super Bowl loss in 2020, then Tampa for their divisional round exit in 2021.
Damn.
But he was also in Baltimore that year, but never recruited.
Never remember him for Baltimore. That's a new one, too. Never knew Le'Veon played for Baltimore with Lamar Jackson.
Created the magic he had as a
This nigga
Steeler.
Lamar Jackson done play with hella, like, Baltimore, another one. Baltimore is definitely another one of them teams like the Patriots. They done had a lot of old, aging, goated wide receivers especially. But they done had RG3, Mark Ingram, Le'Veon Bell, Anquan Bolden, D-Hop, somebody else, Steve Smith. Like, them niggas. They just like the Patriots too, bro. See, we was just talking about Randy. His Patriot era was crazy. I remember all of Randy's teams too. One thing about me, like T.O., because I was a wide receiver, it's not a, like these wide receivers, I know about the wide receivers for real. I'm pretty sure I know all of Randy's teams. Because he played for the fucking Titans too. For the Raiders twice. No, for the Raiders, Vikings, Patriots, Titans, 49ers, Patriots. And I think it might be one more team.
This league, and he just got something.
Randy Moss came out of retirement for one last chance at a ring in 2012. Donned his classic 84 and 49er red and gold, but it was his previous stop that deserves more attention. After being waived by the Vikings.
The Vikings twice. I said the Raiders twice. I meant Vikings twice.
Season as a Tennessee Titan. And for whatever reason,
he was at the
Nashville has become a hotbed for receivers past their prime.
Damn, the Titans are like that too. That is crazy. That was Julio. I remember this play.
Catches it, and let's see. It has been ruled a catch now.
Maybe the greatest Falcon ever, Julio Jones spent one of his final seasons in Tennessee, then Tampa and Philly in an effort to collect some hardware. DeAndre Hopkins can relate.
Yeah, D-Hop bounced around.
Also found a home with the Titans before traveling to Kansas City and Baltimore. Neither succeeded in adding to their trophy cabinet. Andre Johnson.
D-Hop was real close to a ring too. I thought he was gonna get one with Pat when they did the 3-peat. The Eagles got him.
To stay in the division.
They whooped their ass, not just got him.
He had a brief stay in Indy before wrapping it up at the wide receiver graveyard. Tyler Lockett, don't think we forgot you either.
Oh shit. He has been a lot. This is nasty. Number 8? I don't remember that.
While not a wideout, Adrian Peterson was actually teammates with Julio in 2021. The 2012 NFL MVP also carried the rock for New Orleans, Arizona, Washington, Detroit, and Seattle. Never looked as good
I remember everyone but the
feel
Titans.
Right that a future Hall of Famer played for 7 different franchises. Dwight Freeney suited up for 5 more after an iconic career with the Colts.
I ain't know this.
Arizona, Atlanta, Seattle, and Detroit.
What?
Frank Gore was a star in San Francisco.
That was a new one for me, y'all.
The all-time rushing list as a Colt, Dolphin, Bill, and Jet. Nick Foles might have a statue in Philadelphia, but he's no stranger to the life of a journeyman. Rams, Chiefs, Jaguars, Bears, and Colts.
Looks like a free play.
Colts love the old niggas.
He's got his man. And dadgummit, he can still play.
Foles wasn't the only quarterback to end his career rocking the horseshoe. While it was awesome to see Phillip Rivers sling the ball around one last time in 2025, he will always be a Charger first. Same sentiment for Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
Damn, he played for the Colts too. Yeah, the Colts do have a lot of old quarterbacks.
He did have a 39-yard rush with them somehow. Longest run of his career.
I'll never, bro. y'all can look it up too. Matt Ryan has is on the losing end of the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, which was obviously the Atlanta and New England Super Bowl. Then he has, you can look it up, he's on the losing end of the biggest comeback in a regular season game when he played for the Colts, bro. I don't know who it was, but I always thought that shit's crazy. Nigga, you're the losing quarterback. Yo ass choked on a record level in the playoffs and in regular season, nigga. Not playoffs, Super Bowl and the fucking regular season. It was like the Colts, bro. They were down like, they were up like 38 to fucking like 6, bro. It was something like that, bro. Look it up. And I swear they lost, bro. And then obviously we know the Super Bowl.
At age 37, no less, Joe Namath was incapable of scrambling as a Ram in 1977.
We don't know about none of this old ass shit.
Due to his knees being damaged beyond repair.
They damn near was leather helmet era.
Of course, Namath beat Johnny Unitas and the Colts in Super Bowl III. After a 17-year career in Baltimore,
damn, I didn't know he played for them, though.
Last season to forget in San Diego. His Chargers teammate in 1973. How about the NFL's original sack artist, Rams legend Deacon Jones, spent 2 years with the Bolts, then wrapped things up in the nation's capital. And it wouldn't be the last time Washington rostered an old pass rusher.
Bears start from their own 21-yard line. Grossman in the grasp and taken
Rex
down.
Grossman.
Career sack number 200 for Bruce Smith.
Chasing and finally reaching the all-time sack record, Bruce Smith spent 4 seasons with Washington at the end of his career. He was one of 3 Hall of Famers the team signed in the 2000 class. Andre Reed left Buffalo with Bruce, and prime time was the last, retiring after 1 year in Washington.
Deion bounced around too.
Return in 2004 to where
I know now.
His agent.
I know now, but like few years ago, probably like what, 1 to 2 years ago, I did not know that Deion played for Baltimore though.
The time.
I know it now though.
Bettis is another. The bus drove around Pittsburgh mostly.
I didn't know he got drafted by the Rams.
West in LA.
That's new. That's new to me. I knew about Favre in Atlanta though.
Before Brett Favre horrified Packer fans by playing for the Vikings.
He never went to the Super Bowl with the Vikings, bro. He got like a crazy, they lost like a sad ass, well, I think it was like incomplete pass, something like that, but he almost went to the Super Bowl with them. He had Percy Harvin, AP, I think. They had a sick ass Sidney Rice. They had a sick ass team, bro. It was fun as fuck to play with on Madden.
Jets. He was a rookie in Atlanta. He never found favor with head coach Jerry Glanville and was traded to Green Bay after 1 year. After an exhausting retirement saga, Favre missed the postseason in New York, then had one final NFC Championship run in his return to the NFC North. Minnesota Ironman Jim Marshall kicked off his career in Cleveland. The Slot Machine, Wes Welker, began his career in Miami, and
that's a fire ass name. I never knew that was his nickname. The Slot Machine.
The St. Louis Rams.
That's dumb hard.
And don't forget Jimmy Smith, who played with the Cowboys before turning into a star in Jacksonville.
Woo! If you know, you know. Woo!
Breaks a tackle.
Woo!
Down. Lynch into the end zone.
Marshawn.
Touchdown.
I remember Marshawn. He was with Amari Cooper, yeah.
Who can blame a player for wanting to suit up for the hometown team before calling it quits? Beast Mode came out of retirement to rep his city. MJD did the same in 2014, but he'll always be a Jaguar.
Maurice Jones, dude, I fucked with him, bro.
Played for the Niners after one of the worst trades in NFL history. Even the runner behind the iconic Packer sweep, Jim Taylor, returned home for the Saints' inaugural season.
You know, those guys went out there with the short sleeves and his arm must have 24-inch biceps out there. But he was a strong, powerful guy.
Let's give some love to the guys in the trenches. Mike Webster spent his first 15 years as a figurehead in the Steelers dynasty, but he'd line up in Kansas City his final 2 seasons. He was perhaps the strongest player ever. Larry Allen earned that recognition with the Cowboys and would later make a Pro Bowl with the 2006 49ers. Orlando Pace protected Kurt Warner's blind side during the days of the greatest show on turf, didn't enjoy the same offensive fireworks with the Bears in 2009.
That Jay Cutler. Damn, Torrey Hall. I remember him for the Rams.
And that puts
Didn't know he played for the Jags.
13,000 career receiving yards.
Torrey Hall was one of them
Ram
boys
of
too.
that era to leave. Torrey Holt went to Jacksonville. Isaac Bruce to San Francisco.
That's another.
Warner went to the G-Men
Yeah, it
in
was all
2004.
part of the
He got benched
Rams.
there for Eli Manning, then famously went on to revive his career in Arizona.
There it is, Jeff Saturday,
He beat,
one last snap with his great buddy Peyton Manning.
Most of the Colts greats of the 2000s found a second home too. We already mentioned Freeney. Peyton went to Denver, though he made the absolute most of his 4 seasons there. Jeff Saturday landed in Green Bay, Bob Sanders to San Diego, and Dallas Clark found himself in Tampa, then Baltimore. Don't forget Edgerrin James. After productive years with Indy and Arizona, his final stint came with the
Edgerrin
Seahawks
James
in
was
2009.
a Madden legend.
Marvin and
I
Reggie
used to
were
love
loyal.
playing when he was dumb tough.
He bounces around, he throws. DT is there. Are they going to say touchdown? Touchdown! Demaryius Thomas.
DT played for somebody else.
Peyton Manning.
The franchise
I didn't
partner
know Demaryius
program
Thomas
was
played
something
for
that was
somebody
good
else.
for me. I had all.
Now
Are they talking about Peyton?
more touchdown passes than any
It's a
other
Peyton
player
highlight.
in
Gotcha.
NFL history.
Back to Peyton on the Broncos for a second. Certain players went on to have plenty of success with another franchise, and they look just fine in those jerseys. Montana on the Chiefs, Brady on the Bucks, you get the idea. Aaron Rodgers on the Jets and Steelers, not the same.
He's just talking about this. It's too early. I don't want to see it.
Here's an interception for
I don't want to see it.
And Rodgers is in his way, trying to make the tackle, can't, and it's a touchdown, Texans. And the man who is #1 all time in interception percentage as a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, throws a long pick 6.
Rod Woodson intercepted 33 total passes between the 49ers, Ravens, and Raiders. But tough
What
to
about the
imagine
Steelers?
him in anything but a
Yeah.
Steelers uniform.
Yeah, you used to
Brian
know.
Dawkins made 2 Pro Bowls and 3 seasons in Denver. But he was
I
meant
remember
to
that.
be in Midnight Green. Donovan McNabb had a
was
prolific career with
Redskins.
the Birds, then an unceremonious end with the Redskins and Vikings.
Don't remember Vikings. The Vic Steeler era, man. This shit was like a blur, bro. It had to be like 1 to 2 games he started for us, bro. Ben was injured or something. Shit was a blur in real life time.
Back, throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And Michael Vick with
Shout
his
out
first
Vic,
touchdown
man.
pass in the block.
Shout out Big. That's Darius Hayward Bay. Oh, I used to hate him. He almost fucking dropped it right here. Vic, bro, they tried to cancel him with that Atlanta shit, bro. He really came back strong with the Eagles. They just couldn't finish it. Vic never got to a bowl.
Gold uniform.
Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham, 2 of the best dual-threat quarterbacks of all
Oh my
time.
God.
But Vick's explosiveness ran out once he was the backup in New York and Pittsburgh. Cunningham paved the way with the Eagles.
That's
then
an insane
enjoyed a
hurdle.
career revival
That
in
is an
Minnesota.
insane hurdle.
But who remembers his final stops in Dallas?
I
and
never remember Dallas and
Holds it,
the
holds it, runs left,
Ravens.
sack. Reggie White.
Reggie White was a fucking Panther?
If you asked Eagles fans, it was enough of a crime to see Reggie White in a Packers jersey, but coming out of retirement to play in Carolina, egregious.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lott and Ed
Very
Reed, two of the
egregious.
greatest safeties to ever do it. Both were New York Jets at points in time. Lott
And Ed
also
Reed.
played for the Raiders and Reed for the Texans. Can
Ed
we just
Reed
agree
was
it never
everywhere.
actually happened?
Shout out Ed Reed. He was a problem for us. Being a Steeler fan, it was
A Hall
it
of
was
Fame
tough
running
playing
back
him
staying
and
with
Ray.
one team their whole career is a rare occurrence. Sure, you have Barry and Sweetness, but they're the exceptions. Thurman Thomas took a glorified vacation in Miami in 2000.
Gives to Dickerson, turns right. He is at the 40. He's got it to the 45.
Where did Eric Dickerson? Where else he play for?
New single-season rushing record for the outstanding star from Southern Methodist.
The owner of the single-season rushing record, Eric Dickerson,
Played for
carried the ball
Atlanta?
for the Falcons and Raiders.
What
The
the
addition of
fuck?
Dickerson didn't sit well with Marcus Allen. Ask Al Davis how he felt about Allen going to Kansas City. Roger Craig was another member of the Raider carousel before signing with Minnesota in 1992. There's also Franco Harris, the man behind the Immaculate Reception and the birth of the Steelers dynasty.
Shout out Franco.
He wrapped things up as a Seahawk. Yikes.
The Seahawks done had a lot of it's a lot of people on this list and them just played for the Seahawks, bro. They done secretly just got a lot of random free agents or trades.
That's his first touchdown in the uniform of the New Orleans Saints, and for Earl and Bum, it's a long time coming.
The Oilers traded Earl Campbell to New Orleans in 1984, where he was once again alongside head coach Bum Phillips. Also on that Saints team was Ken Stabler, albeit a backup who found his way down south.
Fuck, he looked old as hell.
Rose were also teammates in Houston. Stabler tossed 13 touchdowns to 28 interceptions in 1980, not his best performance, but at least he got to throw to longtime Raider teammate Dave Casper.
2nd and 2, and they're going to run the ball up the middle, and Zach Thomas comes flying into the backfield.
Wow, what a
I remember Zach Thomas.
Who doesn't want to play for America's team?
Yeah, Zach Thomas was nice.
Might have made 7 Pro Bowls with the Twins, but he suited.
I really remember him. I kind of remember him with both, though.
Same for Eddie George in 2004.
He played for the Cowboys.
500 yards rushing.
Cowboys, another one on that list. Cowboys are going to get a wash nigga and pray that he has a little bit juice still in the tank.
This native, Lance Allworth, was through setting the AFL ablaze, and he'd depart San Diego for Dallas in 1971. He won himself a championship alongside fellow vet and longtime Bear.
Bro, when they used to do this,
and he'd depart San Diego for Dallas in 1971.
When they used to do this, this had to be the most dumbest format ever. And so dangerous. If they did this shit now, it would be so much like terrible injuries. These niggas used to have the goalpost straight dab in the middle of the end zone. Like, that was a terrible format.
He won himself a championship alongside fellow vet and longtime Bear, Mike.
Is that the right word, format, or
like Jason
just
Witten
set up,
was a Cowboys lifer when he retired in 2017, but after a failed experiment in the broadcast booth, he eventually put the shoulder pads back on for Las Vegas.
Jason Witten was a dog. Ty Law. Who else did Ty Law play for? The Raiders or something?
Vrabel hits Warner as he throws the ball. Ty Law gets it and takes it in the end zone.
Ty Law was a key piece to New England's dynasty in the early 2000s. Regardless, Bill Belichick released him shortly after their 3rd Super Bowl win. Law paced the league in interceptions with the Jets in 2005, then bounced to the Chiefs, then back to New York again, and finally to the Broncos.
Chiefs done got a lot of it's a lot of the same teams on this list, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Jets legend Darrell Revis was an
Patriots. See, another one. Told you.
So wrong the entire time.
Told you.
It was even more awkward to see him play in Tampa Bay and Kansas City.
See, Kansas City. It's a lot of the same niggas, bro.
Warren Sapp, still fleet of foot. 33-year-old 300-pounder.
Oddly enough, Warren Sapp kind of worked as a Raider. He fit the classic villain persona, still not as well as Tampa Bay. Alan Page in a Bears jersey didn't feel right at all, despite 4 seasons in the Windy City. He wasn't washed either, an average of 10 sacks per season unofficially. Dolphins great Jason Taylor, on the other hand, averaged less than 5 in his 2 years with the Skins and Jets.
High punt sends Hester to the left.
Hester in Atlanta, I remember this. Hester, man. Oh, it was so fun watching him play, bro.
25, 20, 15,
best kick returner all time.
Touchdown Atlanta. Devin Hester has set the NFL record.
You know what's so crazy? He was so good at kick returning, bro. And it's a video about it. He went more in depth. He was so great at kick returning. Chicago could not see him as like a receiver, and he was really a good receiver, running a route tree, like, and all that. But they always used to like play him only as like a specialist. because he was so crazy as a kick returner.
Career
bro.
record for returns for touchdown.
Okay, home stretch. Devin Hester rewrote the record books on the Atlanta Falcons, but he'll always be a Chicago Bear.
He was
His
too
last
nice at the
season
Bears,
spent in
bro.
Baltimore and then Seattle in the postseason.
Told you, bro. The Ravens.
Arguably the greatest Charger ever, won league MVP in 2006.
Jets. He went to the
Also
Jets.
proved
Yep.
he had gas left in the tank with the Jets in 2010.
Second and goal.
I remember
Throw it
that.
to Tomlinson, and he is in for the touchdown. Boy, if there's one team that Tomlinson wants, it's New England. Go back to his starry career with the San Diego Chargers.
Doesn't mean it looked right, though. 2005 MVP Sean Alexander was nothing more than a backup in Washington. You also had Todd Gurley as a Falcon, James Lofton as an Eagle, Richard Dent on the Colts, Carl Pickens caught passes in Tennessee. There's no end to this list of great players in random destinations. Depending on your fandom, some sting more than others. Some images look like they're AI generated.
Yeah.
We can guarantee you this, there will be more on the way this offseason. As a final bonus, here's
That
Patriots
boy
legend
fucking them
Vince
turkeys.
Wilfork kicking a field goal as a Texan.
That's just weird. That's the weirdest video. Never knew he was a Texan. Why the fuck is he making field goals? Kicking field goals, then making them at
Music
that.
videos, in my opinion.
But hey, man. W video, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace. Whoa. Hold on real quick. I just want to let y'all know I do have more than this main channel, man. Make sure y'all look at my gaming channel. And we got a sport channel for all sports, specifically football content. Gorilla,
I'm coming with Mace. I'm going dollar for dollar. 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 She screaming, she holler, she liking the way that I walk. I don't need a designer to get right behind her. She loving the way that I talk. All this hustling, grinding, this business I'm minding. I do all this shit on my own. Now I'm writing on my wrongs. Picking up pieces I'm on. Like this, that's.
If y'all not watching my daddy, what are y'all doing?